Little Squad, it's your girl Kelly and I stay litty, and I'm back again with another video, and today I will be doing a get to know me. So I know I haven't been posting in a while. I didn't really have much to post, so it's like I'm over here thinking what to post. The last time I posted, I was actually gonna vlog me going to Maine, but all my clips got deleted, and then I was gonna vlog me coming back from Maine, but I'm like, what's the point? They didn't even see me go to Maine, and that was more exciting because I was actually on a bus. Here I was on a plane coming back, so that wasn't as interesting as the bus, because not a lot of people travel from bus. A lot of people traveled on plane before, but not a lot of people went state to state with a bus, so I thought that was gonna be more interesting. But all my videos got deleted. It was all in my old phone. They all got deleted. So I'm like, let me slowly go back into YouTube. It's a new year, so I'm gonna be posting more this year. I feel like I want to be posting more. That's a big. So okay, let's get into these questions. So the first question is, what was the single best thing that happened this past year? The single best thing that happened this past year, 2021 was literally the worst year for me. That goes down in history. People say it's 2020 because that's when COVID actually, but COVID, I really didn't care about COVID. But the best thing that happened to me last year was meeting a lot of people. That was towards the end of the year, so like I feel like 2021 I was really not at the best place. Like I was trying to be at the best place for other people, but I wasn't for me, and people that really knows me could tell I wasn't happy, so it was like couldn't really be happy in 2021. But then when I started, when school opened and I met new people, like there's a whole different me. Like I'm back to my happy, energetic self. And that's the best thing that happened, getting back to myself, because I feel like from 2020 to 2021 I wasn't really myself, and it's probably because I didn't really socialize with a lot of people because of COVID. I wasn't out there. That's probably one of the reasons why 2020 to 2021 wasn't the best year. But once school opened back and I got back to school and meeting new people, I was happy. Okay. What is the single most challenging thing that happened? The most challenging thing that happened last year? School, because I had moved back to Jersey, and I had like I started school in April, but technically we was barely in school because they was always canceling school and stuff, but not in person. Well, they started slowly going back in person. You went every Friday, and I was like, it was hard to catch up because everything I was learning in Texas, they wasn't learning in Jersey yet, or they already learned it. So it was like, is either they now learned it or they already learned it. Like when I came back, it was things I didn't learn yet in Texas. It was like, damn, I felt like they was ahead of me. But then when they went to different chapters, I'm like, oh wait, I learned this already in Texas, so I'm good. But then it's like they felt like it was challenging to keep my grades maintained. It still is challenging, but we're working on it. What was an unexpected joy this year? This past year. Seeing old friends was an unexpected joy, because I'm like, I'm gonna go back to school. I'm not gonna talk to nobody. I'm not gonna communicate with no one. I don't care if we was friends or not. That's literally the energy I had going back to school. But I went back to school and seeing everybody, I was geeking the whole day. I'm over here like, I was over here geeking because I was like, wow, I'm really back in school with these people that I knew since like probably middle school, elementary school, and that's crazy. Like I really haven't seen y'all in like 2 years. So that was an unexpected joy. What was an unexpected obstacle that happened my phone is on 4%. An unexpected obstacle that happened this past year. Hold up, bro. I guess that's good enough. An unexpected obstacle that happened this year. 2020, I was doing good with school and all that. But 2021, once I moved from Texas, school became a hard challenge, and that I feel like that was an unexpected obstacle, because I never I never really cared about school for it to be an obstacle, or when I did care about school, it was easy for it to be an obstacle. But going into a new school was not new for me, because I knew the people, but it's like new at the same time, because it's like I never been to this school. I never got taught from the people that work at this school. So it was like an obstacle. It was an obstacle to get used to the way people teach and get used to being at that school. Like, I didn't have my friends. I was literally sometimes thinking to call my friends and have them ask them for help. I'm like, wait a minute, they don't go to the same school as I go to. What am I gonna do? It's an obstacle. That's all I gotta say. And this one's not charging. It's on 4%. Stupid phone. Pick 3 words. Pick 3 words your partner or close friend would describe you this year. Depressed. People that's really close to me know I was low-key depressed this year, 2021. Stressed out. Fun still. Even though I was going through my own thing, I still didn't put that on other people. So they knew I was I don't know. But those are 3 words I choose, because it's not like I'm straight up boring, even though I'm not gonna say depressed, but even though I wasn't at the right place, I'm not gonna say I was straight up boring to people, or like, I don't want to talk to you because I'm not in the mood. I wasn't like that. There was days I would go to school not in the mood to talk to nobody, and I still talk to people. There's days I was in the mood to not see no one, but I still went and meet my friend and went to school with her. I still walked home with my friends. I still communicate with my friends at school, because I didn't want them to get that bad energy. That's one thing I said I wasn't gonna do after middle school. In middle school, if I didn't feel like talking, I didn't feel like talking. But I was like, I really had bad days, because I was in middle school. What was I gonna be stressed out about? But pick 3 words your partner. What? Pick 3 words your partner or close friend will use to describe their year. My close friends, I guess they would describe that last year as an obstacle because of COVID or whatever. Different, because everybody went to school for the first time in the last year. So it was different to be back in building. And irritating, because even though we was back, there was still days they were shut down the school. So it's like irritating. I feel like, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not in their mind. What's the best book you read this past year? To be honest, I don't read books. But my English teacher is having us read books. And I feel like the last book we read was really good, because I actually read it. This book we're reading right now, I have not read it. But I'm passing the test that we're getting, but I have not read the book. So that book was called The Great Gatsby. That was a good book. That's all I gotta say. Who were your most valuable relationships with? My friends. I'm not gonna say no names. My friends. That's all. And new people that I met this year. I had good relationships with the people I met this year. I had no bad energy from no one. Like, literally, I could be, especially my Spanish class, I love the people in there, because like we could literally be sitting there hiking with each other. But we all know it's fun. It's all fun and jokes at the end of the day. Same thing with my friend group. I sit there hiking with each other. And then but I feel like this year, the person I gained the closest relationship to was my friend Jasmine. I have 2 friends named Jasmine. Both of them I feel like I gained a close relationship to, because literally both me and one other Jasmine are like the same person in different bodies. Then me and the other Jasmine, we're just petty together, and I love the energy I have with those 2. And then them 2 could get along, because one time we was on a phone group call and they was getting along. Like, it's cool. What was your biggest personal change from January to December in the past year? My biggest personal change is low-key growing up. That's all I gotta put to it. Low-key growing up. I'm not gonna say how I grew up or what happened. I'm not gonna do all that. But low-key growing up and noticing, yeah, I'm not a little kid no more. I'm 16. I'm gonna be 17 next month. Like literally, next month is my birthday. I'm gonna be 17. So I had to realize, yeah, I'm not a little kid anymore. I can't act like a little kid 24/7. I can at some times, but like I can't all the time. And that's it. That's all that. In what ways did you grow emotionally? I learned to hold my emotions in and never let my anger get the best of me, because that never leads anywhere. When your anger gets the best of you, that never leads anywhere. Yes. In what ways did you grow spiritually? I don't feel like I grew spiritually at all in 2021. At all. That's all I gotta say. I don't feel like I grew spiritually at all. What ways did you grow physically? I didn't grow physically. I decreased physically. Starting 2021, I was weighing 135. By the end of the year, I was 142. And people might be like, oh, you lost weight, that might be good. But if you really know me, you know when I was little, I was mad skinny. And that was my biggest insecurity, like being skinny, because I used to get bullied for it and stuff. So when I started gaining weight in 2020, I was like so happy. But then I just like, I'm not gonna say the beginning of I would say from July to December, I drastically lost weight, and I'm not happy about it, because I'm not gonna lie, from January to July, I probably gained more than 135, but I started with the 135. I probably gained more than 135 because I was looking really not skinny. The opposite. Wasn't fat, but not skinny. I was like, I had a nice shape that I was pleased with. But then that drastically went away. So that's how I changed physically. Big three were no. In what ways did you grow in relationships with others? I feel like in 2021, I got into close relationships with people that I did not expect to be friends with. Like, what? Like, 2021, I really gained friendships I really did not expect I was gonna gain. Like, that's crazy. That's really crazy. That's all I gotta say. That's really crazy. What was the most enjoyable part of your work, both professionally and at home? I don't work, I go to school, but the most enjoyable part of it was seeing my friends and meeting new people, because like literally in school, I meet new people every day, and that's insane. I really meet new people every day. It's not a day I don't go to school and I met someone new, and that's what I like. I get to meet new people. At home, I'm lazy. I sleep all day. I don't know what to say about that one. What is the most challenging part about work, both professionally and at home? Are they talking about online? I don't know, but I'm just gonna talk about it at school. Like I said, I don't work, I go to school. So with these work questions, I'm gonna answer them as school questions. The most difficult, challenging part about being at school is staying up. Staying up at school, because my sleep schedule is not healthy at all. Like 2020, I had a good sleep schedule just because I was living with my uncle. He was mad strict. I had to be in my bed at this time. But here, it's like I get to choose. I could go to sleep whatever time I want, and that's kind of messed up my sleep schedule, literally. Or like I'll be up texting friends all night, and that be messing up my sleep schedule, literally. So I feel like when it's time for me to go to school, I'm really sleepy, so it's like, how am I staying up? That's the challenging part. Like, I be walking to school half asleep, but then I be walking to school with my friends, so like it's easier to stay up. But then when you're doing schoolwork, I feel like my first period B-Day class, I be sleep. Like, it don't even look like I be sleeping, but I be sleeping. Like, people don't be looking at me and I be sleep. But I'm a light sleeper, so once I feel like someone's looking at me or I hear noise, I automatically wake up. But I be sleeping that class. Like, that's crazy. That's a shame, but it's the truth. Next question is, what was your single biggest I can't even see it. What was your single biggest time waster? Or what was the single biggest time waster in your life for blah, 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 for the past year? The time I could have been doing schoolwork, I be on my phone. That's a problem, and I still do it. But lately I have not. Lately I've actually been putting my phone down to do schoolwork. But it's like the time I could have been doing schoolwork, keeping my grades on point, I was on my phone, and that's bad. That's bad. That's literally bad. What is the best way you used your time the past year? Like I said, there's no best way I use my time at all. I'm bad at time management, and I need to work on that this year. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. What's the biggest thing you learned this past year? Be careful with the way you talk to people. Like, people might take it differently than you're trying to put it out. Because I'm not saying I did that this year. I probably did and nobody said anything about it. But so many people did that to me, and I'm just like, what? Like, literally, like, be careful with the way you saying things to people. I learned that from other people. I don't know about me. Like, nobody really told me I made that mistake this year. But I learned it from other people, because other people do it, and then I take it a different way, or the person they talking to take it a different way. And I try to stay away from conflict, so when I hear it, I just ignore it. But at the same time, I'm the type of person to go home and rethink about a conversation that's like bothering me. And if that was bothering me, yeah, be careful with the way you speak to people. That's all I gotta say. I've been saying that so much in this video. That's all I gotta say. That's crazy. That's all I gotta say. See, oh my god. Create a phrase or a statement that describe you in this past year. I'm gonna create a statement, or this is or a phrase. Wait a minute, a statement or a phrase. That my ring light turned off. Wait a minute. This is not fair. I gotta edit all this out. Okay, so it says create a phrase or a statement to describe you in this past year, and all I gotta say, okay, create a phrase or a statement to describe you in this past year. All I gotta say is, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And the reason I didn't create that statement, everybody knows that statement. And the reason I said that statement is because so many times this year, I wanted to be rude and disrespectful to people, but you heard the statement. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And I feel like that statement, and I literally stuck by that statement this whole of 2021. And I feel like that statement got me through 2021 without having no drama or anything, and I love that. Like, I literally, like, when I be thinking about people, or when I be talking to people and then I want to be disrespectful to them, like, all I say in my head is, if you have nothing nice to say, Kellyanne, don't say it at all. Do not say it at all. And I don't say it at all, and that's crazy. Like, that's good. Like, literally, like, middle school, I used to, like, get out the box. Like, I used to think I was all that, and I really wasn't. Like, I was so it's like high school, I'm really sticking to myself. Or people say I know everybody named Mama, but I really don't. Like, people say hi to me and I say hey or whatever, because like I say, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say that at all. And hey is nice, you know. So like, I literally look at people and I'm like, I bet there's times I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. There's times where like I might not stick to that phrase, and I might say something out of pocket. Like, you know, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I might get out of pocket sometimes and I might say things, but at the end of the conversation, I always keep my mouth shut. I always let the person get the last words, because something I learned is everybody wants to have the last words. Let them have the last words. Like, don't be sitting here arguing back and forth with someone. Let them have the last words. Let them think they won that conversation. You won that conversation for being the bigger person and shutting your damn mouth. That's what I learned. So, like I said, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. That's all I'm not saying that. But that's it for this video, and that's all the questions. Anyways, literally DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram. DM me on Instagram and tell me like what y'all want. Somebody just DM me on Instagram. That's it for this video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're all about positivity, no negativity, because I'm who I am, Kelly.